Hello everyone. So in this unit 3, we're going to be talking about data wrangling and data tidying, and that's going to be from chapter 4, chapter 21, and chapter 22 of the textbook. So in this section, you're going to be learning how to identify a tidy data set, manipulating, sorting, and summarizing data frame with dplyr, that with functions from dplyr package, joining tables with functions in dplyr packages as well as reshaping data frame or tables with functions with tidyr function. So now this dplyr package and tidyr package, they are already in tidyverse. So if you already have tidyverse installed, if you recall, that's going to be install.packages, then in parentheses, and then in quotation tidyverse. That's how you install a package, and then you load the package by saying library tidyverse, like in this case. And if you recall, when you are loading this package tidyverse, library tidyverse, you'll see this. So this is indicating that all these packages are already inside tidyverse. So the one we are focusing on in this section is going to be the dplyr and then the tidyr. So the dplyr is for joining tables and for manipulating, summarizing, and the likes, while the tidyr R is for reshaping the data. And then if you recall, we talked about ggplot2 when we were talking about data visualization. So that's also part of tidyverse. So let's talk about tidy data. So what is a tidy data or a tidy data set? So a tidy data is one in which each row represents a single observation, and then each column is a different variable for each of the observations that are represented by the row. So most time when you have a data set is usually not in a tidy form or in a form that you can easily work with, as it is really important to be able to work with tidy data. And especially when using tidyverse, you work with tidy data. So sometimes there may be a need for transformation or some wrangling of the data frame as you are working with it in order to be able to answer your question, particular question you are answering. So here is an example of a set of data. As you can see, this is not tidy. So it is not tidy because each row is not a single representation. This is actually representing the fertility. So you can see this first row is actually representing 3 observations. So the fertility of the country Germany in the year 1960, 1961, and then in the year 1962. So this is not data, a tidy data, because for a tidy data, each row should represent a single observation. So, and then, so in this kind of case, this kind of data set will be difficult to work with in tidyverse. So you may want to like wangle it into a tidy data. So that's one of the things we're also going to be learning in this section. So using some function that we're going to talk about later, you can actually wangle this into this tidy data. So as you can see here, this is a tidy data. Each row represents a single observation. For Germany in 1960, this is the fertility. Then the second row represents the fertility of South Korea in the year 1960. And you can see each column represents different variables. The first column, country, year, and fertility. So eventually you are going to be looking more into what other things we can do with a data frame. Thank you.